Some of the feedback I got from students regarding remote learning was that students appreciated assignments that gave them options and choice. They also appreciated assignments that gave them an option to take a break from working solely on the computer. So, today I'm going to share with you how I used Padlet as a tool for students to share some of these assignments with me and with their classmates. The website is padlet.com. You might remember that several years ago, many of us created Padlet accounts during a professional development session in the Media Center. And if you did, you have 8 Padlets that you can use at a time. You can see here that I have 7 Padlets with a space for an extra. And you are able to archive these so that you can open up more space to create more Padlets. If you've never created an account before, unfortunately, it appears their policies have changed, and it looks like you can only have 3 active Padlets at any one time for the free account. So I just wanted to show you a few of the assignments that I used during remote learning and then talk to you about how to create a Padlet. So one assignment that I gave at the beginning of remote learning gave students 8 choices of activities that they could do to learn about coronavirus, ranging from creating a public service announcement or an infographic to making a TikTok or writing a persuasive letter or a poem. In sea turtle whereabouts, students were assigned a specific sea turtle to learn about, to track, and to create a poster. I gave them different options for tools for creating a poster. And when they were done, they shared those on the Padlet. After learning about the problem of the Laysan albatrosses ingesting plastic, students had a choice to draw a picture, make a physical model out of things around the house, create a graphic, a cartoon, or a public service announcement, and share that on the Padlet. In Signs of Life, students went outside and were asked to look around and take a picture of a sign of animal life and describe what animal they believe left the sign and what it might mean about that animal's behavior. In nature journaling, students spent time outside observing and reflecting in their journals with choices of different prompts to address. So let's go back here and let me remind you how to make a Padlet. If you've never done it before, it is super simple. Click Make a Padlet. This will fill my 8th slot. But again, I can archive things or delete things to make room for more. Gives you options of several different layouts. I tend for using it for the purposes that I've been using it for, which is just to share their assignment with me and with the class. I like to choose the wall. The first thing that it'll ask you to do is to give your Padlet a title. I'll just go ahead and keep it My Sweet Padlet. You can add a description, and the title and the description appear up here. You can change the icon. You can see up here at the top, the ones that I didn't change the icon on have this icon. The ones I did, you can see the wave, the earth, the emoji with a mask. So you could choose an icon here. There's emojis, but then keep going, and there's all kinds of different things. You can change the name of your Padlet. I give my students the Padlet as just a hyperlink, so you don't necessarily need to change the name, but often I change the name to match what the Padlet name is, so that it's padlet.com/your account name and then your Padlet name. For wallpaper, you can choose any kind of background. I like putting some kind of picture back there. How about some donuts for my sweet Padlet? Or you can add your own background, upload a picture. I never really mess with the color scheme or the font, but you can there. One thing that I recommend doing is having it display the author name above each post. If you don't click that, sometimes you'll get some responses with no student name on them, and you can choose if the new posts appear at the beginning of the Padlet or toward the end. Um, Allowing viewers to comment on posts is up to you. Sometimes what I've had students do, I like to have comments so that I can give a comment, and then sometimes I'll ask students as part of the assignment to look back at their peers' work and comment on a certain number of those, or I might actually even, have them ask a question that then the author of the post has to come back and answer. For reactions, there's lots of options here. The only one I ever use is like, because they can either like or not. I don't really want the students to be voting up or down or giving stars or giving grades to their peers' work. And then for the content, if you have a class that you are worried about what they might post, you can require approval that you have to go through and look to approve them. I don't tend to use that, or the filter profanity. I look at the Padlet enough times that and I've never had a problem with a student doing something inappropriate, but if so, you can pretty quickly and easily take that down. So once you've modified, excuse me, your Padlet, you'll click Next, and that's it. All you have to do is give your give your students this link up here in whatever format you choose to present assignments. And I've never had to give students any kind of tutorial on how to use it. It's pretty obvious that you just go down and click the plus, put a title, they can write something, they can upload, add a link, take a picture directly. There's lots of other options here. If they can have a voice or a video recording. Uh, but again, because I usually when I'm using the Padlet, I'm giving them lots of different options of how they're going to present their knowledge. And they have such skill already with technology. It's pretty easy for them to figure out how to do this. All right, I'll just go back to my page here. These are the Padlets that I've created. I have a couple that I've contributed to. If you go back to your dashboard, I thought that was going to take me back to the dashboard, but you can, again, archive Padlets. You can share Padlets. Pretty simple and easy to use. So I hope this was helpful. I'm sure you've got some good ideas of how you can use it. And have a great summer.